Hey everybody, welcome to Mining Modern. I'm Corbin Hostler, and this is Tezzeret Tribal, also known as Tezzerator, but if you're going to play Tezzerator, you may as well play all the Tezzerets, am I right? So, taking advantage of the new Magic rule, period, where you can have multiple of the same name Planeswalker in play, as long as it's not the same card. So you can play now, where you couldn't before, you can now play all the Tezzerets. You can have all the different Tezzerets in play instead of just one like it used to be. You just can't have the same Tezzeret in play. So that's pretty awesome for this deck, which has some pretty good Tezzerets with Tezzeret the Schemer and so on. Main deck Relic Virginia is pretty good. We have some options here. I can just play the Ratchet Bomb. If we think we care about the Relic, we might care about it later. I could also just play Pentad Prism and try to ramp out a trading post. That doesn't seem that particularly relevant. I'm just going to play this bomb. Next turn we play Prism and Mox Opal. Alright, we'll see what's up here. I don't know exactly what our opponent's doing. Relic is very good against us because we have Academy Ruins, we have the Trading Post, which is also a Graveyard Recursion, but we usually win with Thopter Foundry. We don't have to win with Thopter Foundry, but we do typically win with Thopter Foundry. So I'm not sure whether or not we're going to end up wanting to blow up on the Relic of Progenitus, but I think want that option, especially since nothing else looks particularly good on that board. Our opponent, I assume, is on the white-black Eldrazi deck. Don't know how hate bearsy it is, or if it's just sort of the simple, more Eldrazi beatdown version of it. It's possible his Ratchet Bomb may want to blow up creatures and not the Relic. We'll see. The thing is, we can possibly do quite a bit with the Trading Post if we get rid of the Relic. It just depends on how aggressive our opponent is. Right now, they're not giving us too much to care about. So yeah, depending on what happens, we could Engineered Explosives. The deck can basically only Engineered Explosives for 2, but with Pentad Prism, it can actually go up to 4, which is pretty nice. Or Pentad Prism and Mox Opal can go up to 5 even. Although that doesn't seem super relevant. I don't know what our opponent's up to over there. Giving us a slow roll, making us think about it. The very slow roll, as it were. So here, I'll show you the deck real quick while we wait. This is the Tribal Tezzeret deck here. I really enjoy this. I think it's pretty fun. So Tezzeret Agent of Bolas, pretty great. This is sort of the basic Tezzeret that's in all of it. We're playing a couple Tezzeret the Schemers, which I think has a lot of benefits. One, it makes tokens for mana. That's sort of fine, whatever. But it also is removal, and this Tezzeret is not removal. This Tezzeret's very good looking at the top 5, pulling an artifact. Turn one of yours into a 5/5. But it can also be a win condition, whereas this Tezzeret can sometimes be not really as well, considering our plan is to hide behind an Ensnaring Bridge. But it is removal on turn 4 or possibly turn 3 with the Pentad Prisms, where you can give a creature -X or +X -X for X's number of artifacts you control. That can be pretty important, for taking control of the board. It comes into play with a lot of loyalty as well. And then you play Tezzeret the Seeker, which I just love. And before Tezzeret Agent of Bolas was printed, Tezzeret the Seeker was the Tezzerator of Tezzerator decks, because its ability to tutor comes into play for 5 mana, as 4 loyalty, and you can -X and put an artifact directly into play with it. So very, very powerful tutor, especially when you can just play it as early as turn 3 in our deck and just immediately go put an Ensnaring Bridge into play to keep creatures from attacking. It's very, very strong. We usually win eventually assembling Thopter Foundry plus Sword of the Meek, which allows you to sacrifice Sword of the Meek to Thopter Foundry, create a 1/1 flyer, gain 1 life, and because of the trigger on Sword of the Meek, it will return to play immediately, allowing you to create a 1/1 flyer and gain 1 life for every 1 mana you spend. After that, it's a bunch of really, just good value stuff. War of Invention just ties it all together. Great improvised card out of Ether Revolt. But Trading Post, Crucible Worlds, Ratchet Bomb, Spell Bomb to remove their graveyards, Pithy Needles, Executioner Capsule removal, rounded out with some actual removal and some discard. The deck really, the shell comes together and it makes the sum is, what is it? The whole is much greater than the sum of its parts is sort of the way to put this, and it's a pretty fun deck. All right, our opponent's still gone, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording and start it back up again if they show up. So I'll see you in a minute. All right, looks like our opponent has returned and decided to activate Immutavault. Okay. That's probably good for us if their turn is to attack with Immutavault. All types, yep. So it must just be maybe a removal loaded hand for them. That'd be pretty good for us if that's really all they've got working. Our opponent, I don't know if he's just like duo queuing or what here, but I don't recommend it because it is pretty troll to do this to your opponents. You just make us sit here. Do. Please attack with Immutavault now. I don't know. That's all I got. So I think our plan is to, if this is his turn, because this is not obviously not a very big turn, not a turn we super care about, I'm just going to activate Ratchet Bomb, take it up to 1, move to our next turn, see what we draw, but probably just be playing Pentad Prism and Mox Opal. And then nothing. We'd have access to 1-2 from the Prism, 3-4. We actually could blow the Prism with the land and with the Mox, have 4 mana to play Trading Post. I might do that because then I could sacrifice the spent Prism because we have plenty of mana in this game. I could sacrifice the spent Prism to, on my next turn anyways, to draw a card, which seems like the kind of thing we want to be doing in this game. I think that's probably the best course of action here. It might change with what we draw, but that's a very mana efficient turn. And though we're kind of, wasting the mana from the Prism, that's the only way we can actually cast the Trading Post because we need the Mox Opal to do it. And the Prism isn't dead because we can then sacrifice it to the Trading Post next turn to draw a card. And hopefully at that point would be 3 more cards into our deck. We'll have another artifact so we can keep the Mox Opal active, etc. But I think that's how we're going to plan this game out. Not sure where it's going to go from there, or if it's going to go anywhere at all if our opponent comes back. But that is the plan here. I love Trading Post. 4 mana, 1 mana, discard a card, gain 4 life. Pay 1 life, 1 mana, make a goat. I love making a goat. That's just the best part of Trading Post. Sack a creature, return target artifact card from your graveyard to hand. So depending on this game goes, we could also get to a point where we're making goats and looping, Pentad Prisms or Ratchet Bomb. And looping Ratchet Bomb might be very, very strong, which of course does mean we want to get rid of this Relic of Progenitus, so I'll probably end up doing that. All right, we've moved to the attack step. Making progress here. All right, put a charge counter on the Ratchet Bomb. All right, Watery Grave. Yeah, I think that doesn't change it. I think I want to make this play. All right, cast our Mox Opal here. Blow. I guess the prop. Yeah, it's kind of awkward because he actually can eat our Ratchet Bomb here with this Relic because it's going to blow up the Relic, but he can also make his exile the Ratchet Bomb in response. Oh, that's fine. It just means we won't be looping the bomb. Interesting he kept this up because he could have... Oh, yep. Yep, I punted. I punted real bad. Yep. I was lulled into a stupor by our opponent doing nothing for a long time. I needed to add mana with that Mox Opal before I sacrificed that. That was very bad. Alright, he is on the white-black Eldrazi deck. He AFK'd so much, it just... I spent so much time thinking about what I wanted to do that I was just lulled into a stupor. Alright, Lingering Souls, though. Not that big of a deal, especially given this Engineered Explosive in our hand. Well, now I can just play the Trading Post straight up. And that's fine, too. And now the Mox Opal is active for us to activate Trading Post. So we can make a goat here, start the goat value. Don't know exactly where we're going with things from here. We need to draw a non-land card, but we're not under a lot of pressure. So I think that this play ultimately is fine because we're just trying to, set up our long game value engine against our opponent here. Alright, we're making a goat. Don't think our opponent will be pathing the goat, so this seems fine. Alright, Collective Brutality. Now we're going to lose our Mox to this Engineered Explosives for 0, which is kind of annoying, but that's fine. Because we're going to... Yeah, it's not going to work out quite how we want because we lose the goat. So if I guess I can just play the Engineered Explosives though. And we'll have the threat of it online. I'm going to go ahead and just duress our opponent here. Sort of. Instant or sorcery, not quite a duress, but... I see. Getting smashed this game too, huh? Alright, well, I think we just discard the Lingering Souls here. We're certainly on the bridge plan this game, that's for sure. Yeah, I guess playing the explosives and just passing is good. Because our opponent will only be getting, the 2 tokens off of it. And if he chooses to do nothing and fires up the Mutavault and attacks, we can block with a goat first. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. We have a lot of mana here. Yeah, we have a lot of options, so this isn't too bad. Obviously, he drew the land, so we're going to get smashed, and now all of a sudden we're under a lot more pressure. Which is rather unfortunate. So this is going to force us to blow up the explosive. God, it's just unfortunate. Okay. Opponent's drawn pretty well. Yeah, I think we just have to do this. It means we get nothing out of that goat, which is too bad. Alright, into turn, what do we do with the post? Make a goat to return the explosives? We have to pay life to make a goat. All we want to do is draw a bridge or a way to get a bridge, and we have a lot of outs to do that. We can draw, we have 2 Tezzerets that can do that. We can even take another hit. So we have 2 Tezzerets. We have enough to improvise. Maybe I just pitch this for 4 life. Because we're not doing anything with it. Life could matter. Life's a lot more likely to matter than anything else. And you know what? That probably just stays true. As we flood out pretty hard here. I've drawn a lot of land this game. Okay, that's fine. So our opponent has Path and Fatal Push. So we're getting smashed. I'll end up Ghost Quartering this Mutavault. Which I think is still fine. So we still have 1, 2, 3. So right now we still have mana for everything. We can still play a Tezzeret thanks to the Pentad Prism. We can still improvise out a... Yeah, so I think we just discard again. Trading Post doing work, I guess. Just gaining us 8 life when we draw nothing cards. Inquisition. No, you know what? I'm not going to Inquisition him because his cards don't matter. They just don't matter to anything we're going to do. The 4 life matters a lot more. Could make a goat. and then try to sacrifice the goat. I mean, we could explosives for 5 here, right? Thought not, huh? Okay, well, now we're going to need to find it. Plenty of life for the moment, but... Basically, we're giving ourselves a lot of draws, and we have a lot of draws that can get us there, so... Oh, we're sure not finding them, though. See, now we go down to 7 next turn. I think that I have one more turn in which I can just discard and try to draw something. And after that, we're going to have to throw away a prism to sacrifice it to draw a card and try to get there. But I think for now, we can take this hit. This will be a frustrating game to lose. We've really drawn poorly. We have a minimum of 6 cards that are just, you know, pretty like insta wins here. This is absurd. Okay. So we go up to 11. Our opponent swings for 9. I guess we have one more turn, assuming we don't get smashed again. This trading post has done work. We might lose this game because we've been very unfortunate, but this trading post has been great. You know what? And this is so dumb because this was an out last turn, but it's not this turn, and that's just dumb. All right, well, I guess we have to do this now. And see if we get it. Another card that would have been an outlast. This is all right. This is some frustrating magic, but it's magic sometimes. Let's see what we can do after sideboard now that our opponent knows what's up. The Stony Silences are coming in. I'm pretty sure of that. I think Herald of Anguish might actually be good here. I don't know if Witchbane Orb is good or not. All right, let's see here. The Engineered Explosives was fine. He's got Lingering Souls. The Brutalities aren't very good, actually. Which is crazy because that card's insane, but they're actually not very good. The Inquisitions are kind of mediocre, but we're going to be on the play and they can get... I don't think that I don't think the Needle or the Spellbomb are that good. The Spellbomb will cycle. The Needle will, you know, name Mutavault. Yeah, our opponent's going to know what's up here. That's for sure, but... we can cut a Sword of the Meek. Maybe... I mean, Fatal Push is fine because we can still revolt it. It's not great unrevolted, so we just have to keep that in mind with our fetch lands. That trading post was so good that game. It almost got us there. What to do? Explosives, again, we have to keep it because it's an answer. I'm going to cut the Spell Bomb. I kind of want to cut the Needle, too. The problem is we actually do need... because our opponent's probably going to cut all this removal, and that's what we're banking on. Yeah, it would make this very good. The problem is we do need an artifact count for the Herald of Anguish. That's the thing, because this version of the deck, thanks to the extra Tezzerets, runs fewer actual artifacts, which makes me leery to cut another one here. We could cut it. I don't really want to cut a Tezzeret. I think maybe I just cut an Inquisition. Yeah, maybe that's really bad. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, well, we're keeping this one. This hand is fine, I would say. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's fine. All we have to do is get... if we get to 5 mana, that's a good start. The thing about Stony Silence is that it, you know, does not beat Bridge. It's obviously very good against us, but we can win through it, and it doesn't beat Bridge. We are, however, going to be down, I assume, a Thopter Foundry here. All I really want to do is draw land I want to draw Pintad Prism into land. That's what I want. Alright, Thopter Foundry down. Yeah, that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, well, we can just naturally draw a bridge. That's pretty good, too. Okay, well, we are down some win conditions here. But that's fine. Essentially, it gets rid of those, but it blanks one card in our deck besides that, which is the Sword of the Meek. So that's not that big of a deal overall. Alright, well, we do need to draw land here. Okay, well, just kidding. Problem for our opponent is if he takes Abrupt Decay, we can just draw land and play bridge. If he takes a bridge, we can just Abrupt Decay it. And there's our land. I may as well cast this Mox Opal now. It doesn't do anything, but if our opponent has another Inquisition, we can blank the Inquisition. Alright, good news for us is I can Abrupt Decay the Tidehauler Scholar at the end of the turn, and then... that sucks. Okay. That's unfortunate. If I played a land this turn, I make black. So I don't know. Is that if a land entered play? Is that what the errata on this card is? I'll just fetch a swamp here, and it doesn't matter. Might matter though. No, it won't. Because everything. Well, no, we could draw colorless. So I am inclined to get green or get blue here. But then I don't know if that makes. I'm gonna look this up real quick. I've not played River of Tears, so I'm not sure. But let's check this here. Okay, it only makes black after you've played, not after you put a land directly onto the battlefield. Okay, so that's good to know. In that case, I do need to fetch black. Now the question is, can I just fetch a swamp, or do I need to take the Watery Grave? I think I can just get a swamp here. I think I can get away with it. Alright, well, we're Abrupt Decay 1, and the next one gets to take our Ensnaring Bridge, but right back. But, you know, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Well, all we have to do is just, you know, hit land drops or whatever and get this Tezzeret. And there's the... Yep. Yep, and that's... I get punished for not getting that Watery Grave. Although I don't really know what I'd be getting with it here. I think we just have the needle left on one. Maybe not even that. Alright. Pintad Prism's the best draw for us, but any land at this point would be reasonable too. Gosh. Third Tidehauler Scholar, huh? After the Inquisition and Surgical, that's pretty realistic. Alright, one Tezzeret down. Alright, Mycosynth Wellspring, pretty good. Nice draw there. I guess the other problem for us is we actually have to be rid of the cards in our hand, but we should be able to do that. We can now whir for a oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding. And I can't make triple blue? This is just ridiculous. Come on. Alright, well, I just cannot catch a break with our draw steps in these games. Well, I guess our opponent's draw steps more accurately. Alright, still a lot of good draws here. Let's see what we can dig up. Okay, well, one good turn deserves another. Alright, so now we can get a bridge into play. Alright, opponent's cycling. That's actually good that that gets out of here so we don't have to worry about it later. We can get some recursion going on. And good, that's why I did that. Okay. Alright, we gotta get the other bridge in. Hopefully there's no disenchants waiting for us over there. Alright, now his guys can't attack. Now our Mox Opal turns on, and now we can actually cast Tezzeret. So this was pretty good for us. We might be getting there. Sword of the Meek, not so good. Alright, what am I doing with this? That's the question. Let's look at the deck real quick. Oops, sorry. We can get anything we want. Crucible would not be good. Okay. I think we have the Spell Bomb Needle, so we can get that anyway. So we can get Executioner's Capsule. That won't kill it. So I think maybe we just... Gosh, I want to minus it and get the trading post almost. I could get the Ratchet Bomb. That might be better. That seems better. I want to -2 and get the Ratchet Bomb. Yeah, so we have the capsule and the needle in here. The Ratchet Bomb will be great because our opponent can't attack. We can take the Ratchet Bomb up to 2, kill his guys, and get both of our things back. And also kill our Wellspring and get our other island out of the deck. Now, to actually win this game, now that we don't have access, it's going to be a little difficult to win. Mirror Crusader. Great card, but not so good. Ooh. Almost went too fast there. Not so good when he can't attack. Oh. I think we win with Tezzeret abilities now. Mostly the Tezzeret Ultimate on Tezzeret Agent of Bolus. So it's going to be... a bit of a wait, but... Alright, we'll pass the turn. Our opponent still can't attack. Now, I suppose he could attack if he had removal for his own Tideholder Scholars, and then allowed his Mirror Crusader to attack and kill our Tezzeret. That'd actually be pretty good. Smasher, yeah, we won't be getting smashed today. Alright, I think I can blow the bomb safely here. Because I can play out all these cards. Ghost Quarter. Alright, I'm minus this guy. -3, I believe. Get it off the field. Go get the Crucible Worlds to allow us to start a Ghost Quarter lock. Now I can go Tezzeret. Guess I can't quite get rid of all of them, huh? Are we going to lose Tezzeret? That'd be annoying. I could plus Tezzeret, then I won't lose it. That's fine. Alright, double bridge, also pretty good. So our opponent can attack with the Mirror Crusader, but it can only deal 4, which isn't enough to kill off Tezzeret. Okay, it's just going to scoop. Yeah, we established the lock there. Alright, on to game 3. You know, it's almost tempting to have these Stoic rebuttals, but we don't actually have enough artifacts, really. Our opponent saw... Now, is Witchbane Orb good? It kind of is good. The only problem is it's, you know, it's more for Liliana Ultimates. It's not really going to stop the discard on turn 1 or whatever. I think I want more discard on the draw here. I guess we also had the Herald of Anguish way to win, but not with the bridge out. I'm going to cut a Herald. We'll run the 1 here. May as well cut a Thopter Foundry. Our opponent has showed he was scared of it, so... And he hasn't seen Agent of Bolus yet, either. Okay, I'm keeping this. This hand is pretty sweet, I think. And we can assume our hand's going to get wrecked, but... Yeah, well, I mean, that's fine. There goes the bridge, but we can still try to slow him down, and then we're just, you know, hopefully drawing to getting our own bridge into play. And we just keep in mind, there's only one other bridge in the deck. And this would be a problem if he had Surgical here. He does not. Annoying, what is it? Anguish Unmaking, Stony Silence. Okay, Stony Silence, not that great right here. The Anguish Unmaking's fine. Do we actually just not care about Stony Silence? He can't cast a Scholar, though. He kept thinking, I'm taking this Stony Silence. Because he can't actually cast a Scholar. He drew a Thought Knot. Alright. Another card he can't cast. Yeah, we just take the Scholar here. This looks alright for us. We'll play Crucible. Okay, well that's a good draw. I mean, we'll still play the Crucible and make him use it. In fact, it's probably correct. Honestly, I actually think it would have been correct for him to just cycle it on his turn. It gets rid of our bridge for 1. But more importantly, he could have tried to hit his land drop and then maybe drawn another land and cast his Thought Knot this turn. Okay, well, he's just going to have it all anyways. Okay, that's fine. Guess we can start making some Ethereum cells. We can also... I guess we're not going to ultimate this because the stupid Mutavaults, but... Alright, please throw away your Relic. That's what we want. Throw away your Relic. Perfect. Alright, so we can actually start the Ghost Quarter lock now. Oh, here comes the Thought Knot. Our other Tezzeret's gone. Alright, so everything's kind of going according to plan. Our opponent now has his lands, but... Problem is I can't kill this stupid Thought Knot here. And if he draws a land again, we're going to get smashed. And at that point, maybe he'd just be kind of dead. Alright, well, let's see what happens here. I mean, I guess I could always throw the Creeping Tar Pit in front of the Thought Knot. That feels pretty bad. Right, hopefully our opponent did not hit land. He hit Liliana. Liliana's pretty good. Not the end of the world. Alright, this is fine. Alright, I may as well Ghost Quarter here. I don't know how many basics my opponent plays. We have a lot of ways to... what I really am just praying we can do is hit an artifact on our draw step so we can kill Thought Knot. That is huge to this game. So here goes. Alright, did it. Really nice one to get to, as a matter of fact. Alright, Thought Knot down. Let's see what we draw. Executioner's Capsule, huh? That's a great one to draw. Okay. Things are starting to turn around a little bit for us here. When we play the capsule, now we won't get smashed. And the Ghost Quarter lock is still in place. You know what actually I might do here is Ghost Quarter him immediately. I'm just going to Ghost Quarter now because it takes him off of colorless mana. This keeps the Mutavault from attacking. We may have had to do it anyways, but it also keeps him from even playing the Smasher and or any Thought-Knots or whatever he might... Oh, okay, just kidding. There's a waste. Oh, that makes our entire lock much worse, actually. Because it's a basic land we can't do anything about. But we can still start running him out. Now, this Liliana is the problem. And he has Anguished Unmaking to... Yeah, but if we can just find a bridge, it won't matter. So we just need to draw something good. And if our opponent does tap out, or even play that, that's fine. We can send in the Creeping Tar Pit at the Liliana to, you know, keep this away for a while. Ooh, Trading Post is a nice one. Okay, lots of options, lots of options. Starts with making an Ethereum cell. Well, I guess he has the... We just know about Anguished Unmaking, so he can just Anguished Unmaking our Tezzeret anytime he wants. So that actually isn't even something to be concerned about. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. So I could use 4 of it to poke the Liliana while it's safe, leaving us with 6, which is enough to play Trading Post and make a goat. Okay, I'm in. We don't care about the Liliana ultimate over the long run if we can find a bridge. But remember, one of our bridges is exiled, so... we need to at least delay the ultimate for as long as possible. Alright, so depending on what I want to do with my mana here, I could Ghost Quarter. It depends how many basics we think he has. I bet he has another. Problem is the capsule. Lots of options because it depends how much we care about Tezzeret. Because he has that Anguish Unmaking for our other bridge, which is actually a giant problem. So we have to keep Trading Post up for it. Yeah, there's a lot of things to consider here because we do have access still to Thopter Foundry, but Trading Post sacrificing that rather than letting it get exiled is a big deal. So I think what I'm going to do is preserve these one-shot artifacts because we don't have to worry about getting Mutavaulted this turn. Preserve these as much as possible. Thing is, can I play Trading Post and keep... maybe we just accept that we're going to lose this turn. Because I play the goat. And you know what? This actually does still work because if our opponent plays Smasher, we can still blow it up with our capsule. Not that we really care this turn, I think. But Trading Post gives us the ability to get some long game value going. Plus, we're going to lock him to the number of basics he has in his deck, which however many that ends up being, but we'll see. This has been a weird game. Yeah, I could have played this a little differently and, you know, not poked Liliana, but I don't want to... I feel like it's pretty important to not lose to this card, because we could lose to that card very easily, as a matter of fact. So if he just moves to combat, I make a goat and try to block. And that forces him to either Anguish Unmaking a goat. But he can also just Anguish Unmaking Tezzeret. But that's fine. We just want to make him, you know, we want to force that decision. Now we lose the ability to activate Capsule immediately, but that doesn't really matter. Alright, this is a big turn for us. We'll see what our opponent does, but I mean, keeping our Tezzeret here is great because it forces him to make a decision. a couple different ways. Also, we get to actually try to kill Liliana with our Creeping Tar Pit next turn. Anguish making the Crucible. Okay, that's great for us. And I can't sacrifice it. That's fine. That's absolutely okay. All right, he's gonna get back his Thought Knot, I suppose, here, or Crusader. No, I mean, we don't even have to kill it. Maybe matters. What did he choose? I guess he got the Crusader, which we can kill with this. No, we can't because it's black. Okay, that's unfortunate. Man, we do need to draw cards that are better than these. We have to. We've done a good job maintaining this game, but we do need to actually draw cards that win. I'm going to sacrifice the Prism here. It's not doing anything. Ooh, okay, that's a good one. I can kill this thing. Don't want to kill my guy, though. All right, we can play Tezzeret. I kind of think maybe I just make an Ethereum Summon to a 5/5. Well, here's the thing. We're definitely getting smashed this turn. So we need to hold up the Executioner's Capsule. So I just plus this. Wow, the whiff. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, this is still alright. We have double Tezzeret in play. We have Executioner's Capsule available to destroy the Smasher. Now we should get to untap with. In theory, we're going to untap with both Tezzerets, which is important. That's our opponent's only color. Or no, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. He's got that waste. Okay. All right, there's a Mirran Crusader. It's a good card. We cannot target it with our capsule. But now we get another plus with our Tezzeret to try to find something relevant. So we have a lot of draw. We have a lot of cards we need to see this turn. Wow, and they're all bad. Okay. Do I have anything left? I do, right? Okay, we do. I guess I'll get the Breeding Pool. Start off by plussing this thing. We can make goats to block it. That's all terrible. May as well just take the Mox here. Okay, so I can minus Tezzeret to kill Tideholder Scholar. I think I do that. Okay. I think that the plan is to make a goat. Like, if you play Smasher, we can still kill Smasher, and then we make a goat to block. We gotta worry about our clock too here, huh? I guess that's a real concern because it takes us a while to win. I don't know what our opponent's got going on. I feel like this game's in our favor. I mean, clearly we're flooding incredibly hard, but we are getting to see a lot of cards here. It's a Ratchet Bomb. All right. Not exactly what we wanted. All the mana we need, that's for sure. Now, I still think it's true. I still think we just keep on the plan here. of making a goat to block. You know, if our opponent wants to burn, you know, whatever he probably doesn't have removal. This trading post value. Trading post value, though. Sooner or later, we have to find relevant artifacts, right? Or draw non-lane cards. Surely. Sure. You can see the lane we have. We can also just tick this bomb up to 3. How many artifacts do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so we make this. So we have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this actually burns for 16 now. So maybe I just fire up the tar pit and try to get in there. Make him ghost quarter it. If he just takes it, he's dead. Alright, second main phase here. Okay, let's look at the top 5. Gosh. Okay. What am I doing? Anything? Anything? I don't think so. I think we're just passing again. Alright, I may go quiet here for the last 3 minutes because I got to play very fast. Our opponent is basically on the same clock we are. Yeah, he knows he's got to attack out because he has to get our artifacts off the board, or we're just going to kill him with Tezzeret Ultimate. Which, to be fair, we're going to be doing anyways. These goats. This trading post has been OP. This goat value. Alright, how many do I have now? 1. I don't have a creature strike. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and 8. So that's 18, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 5 is 9. So this is 18. Alright. What a crazy game. Woo! Oh my gosh. That game was nuts. This is modern. I just want to point out, this is modern, and we blocked with a goat token for like 6 turns in a row. And in game 1, we almost won to pitching land and gaining 4. I think we gave like either 16 or 20 life off of this and had outs to win. That was just an absurd game of Magic. That was crazy. It was a lot of fun. We made so many Ethereum Cell tokens, and there were turns where our mana was perfect. Oh, that was just great. Well, I'm Corbin Hostler. This is Mighty Modern, and this is why we do Mighty Modern, because that was a lot of fun. It was long, it was crazy, it was stressful. We both were low on clock, but man, that was worth it. Thank you for watching.